hear from the determination holder.
Good evening, President Trevina and members of the board. My name is David Blackwell. I'm a land use attorney with the Allen Matkins firm in San Francisco. And we do represent GEO Reentry Services, which is the entity that received the letter of determination. We also submitted a letter in response to you on April 29th that basically addresses all the issues that are before you today. Board member Swig and the city attorney pretty much stole my thunder as far as I was going to talk about, because my whole point is there's just one issue before you tonight, and you know it, and you've already stated that. It's whether or not the Rule 10.A or Rule 10A, the standard has been met. Can you make a finding that this is an extraordinary case where the city intentionally or inadvertently caused the requester to be late in filing the appeal? Well, first off, this is not an extraordinary case, and there's no evidence in the record to support a finding that the city intentionally or inadvertently caused the requester to be 2 months late in filing the appeal. Now, her central reason in her submission is that the planning department failed to notify interested and subscribed stakeholders, including the requester, as an established party of interest under the department's BBN system. So she's relying solely on the BBN process as a duty for the planning staff to advise her of an LOD, and that's just simply not the case. LODs they are not subject to the BBN process. That's set forth in all the city documents. The zoning administrator can explain that. The BBNs only apply to certain permits that are issued subject to the purview of the planning department, not to LODs. So the whole basis, the whole crux of this complaint is based upon being a signatory to a BBN, but that doesn't give you, you're not required to be provided with notice of an LOD. Other actions you are, but the reason why she hasn't received any so far is because there haven't been such actions. There aren't any permits that have been submitted since she signed up for the BBN process. So this is, simply a situation where there is not an issue as far as there's not a jurisdictional basis here to take the appeal. If you look at Exhibit 2.2 in her submission, that's really the correspondence back and forth with the zoning administrator. He never said that, we made a mistake. That's a mischaracterization.
30 seconds.
Thank you. And that's set forth in our papers. He just said he was going to accommodate her to provide information, despite the fact that they're not required to under the BBN process. So, again, in sum, there's really no basis to grant this request, and it's really not a closed call. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any questions, so